forecast. Here's KATC Chief Meteorologist Rob Perillo.
Welcome back. Well, the heat goes on and rain chances still below normal. That's going to change, though, in the second half of the 10-day forecast. We'll show you that coming up in just a bit. But we've been under the influence of a ridge of high pressure that has really squelched, knocked down the rain chances locally, and that's going to continue over the next couple of days. We did see a few pop-up showers and thunder showers across the area. Then they worked their way down to the coast and have since, for the most part, diminished, and that's the way it's going to go. Overnight tonight, generally fair skies out there, and then for tomorrow, plenty of sunshine, and then the clouds begin to build right around 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, and we'll see more than likely a few pop-up showers developing into the afternoon. Prime time between about 1 and 4, and rain chance no higher than about 10%. Unless you're lucky, then it's 100% right over you, but 10% for the entire Acadiana area. And once again, we could see a few pop-up storms that produce locally heavy downpours, some cloud-to-ground lightning, and maybe a wind gust to 40, but they won't last long. But that's what happens when those storms pop up quickly and they die down quickly, and they'll die down and should be quiet through this time tomorrow evening. Big picture as we look at the European model over the next several days. I'm not even stopping it on the pause points. Not much change in the pattern, with highs in the 90s and lows in the low to mid 70s. But as we get into the latter part of the weekend, high pressure begins to shuttle off to the east and weaken. That's going to allow finally for some tropical moisture to come in. There's going to be a little frontal boundary coming in here as well. So the bottom line, rain chances going up Sunday afternoon, and then maybe a pretty good chance of showers and storms going into early next week. So dry over the next several days for sure, but then we'll probably make up for it going into Monday, Tuesday of next week, perhaps Wednesday as well. After Wednesday, it looks like maybe some African dust that comes in the area, and that's going to help dry things out and keep thunder showers at bay. I'll show you that shortly. Meanwhile, in the tropics, we have this pesky upper low over the east coast that's been drawing tropical moisture into portions of North Carolina, also Virginia, Maryland, Delaware. So some heavy rains there, but no tropical development anticipated. And elsewhere across the tropical basin, on the Pacific and the Atlantic side, relatively quiet. A few more thunderstorm clusters on the intertropical convergence zone in the Pacific, and then farther to the east, relatively quiet. But we've seen a couple of tropical waves coming off the African coast, but they don't stand much of a chance, at least during the month of June going into July, where we see this African dust and atmospheric haze working its way across the region, across the entire Atlantic basin. And then it looks like by Wednesday, Thursday of next week, we may see some of that dust come here, and that will sometimes actually help lower the rain chances, because what the dust does, it doesn't allow for the process that produces showers and storms, and that's why we see tropical activity inhibited when that dust is running across the Atlantic. So 69 the low tonight, a nice quiet cricket-filled evening out there. Then for tomorrow, 92, 93 the high. Once again, heatedness is pretty close to that number as well with a north wind, but anytime that wind goes light and variable and nearly calm, it feels downright stinking hot out there. So we might see 93 or 94 degrees. Much the same could be said for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And then by the latter part of the weekend, there's your rain chances on the way up, and they stay up for a few days going into next week as well. That's it for weather. We'll be right back right after this.